Hi there and welcome. So in this lesson we are going to discuss a data type of Python which is known as mapping data type. Under mapping data type we have a concept which is known as dictionary. Okay. So before moving on to the example, let's just understand what is dictionary with the help of a definition. So dictionary is of type mapping in Python. This is an unordered collection of data where values are held in pair. Okay. So like if you can just imagine your English dictionary, whenever you want to search for a particular word, how you are making that search. First of all, you are trying to find out the word in the index, okay, on the basis of the first letter of the word, that is acting like a key, okay, and corresponding to that key you are going to get a one specified page number where your word could be located, okay, for which you are making the search, right? So on moving on to that page you are going to get your required value, okay. Similarly, Python dictionaries are working. In this we are going to have a pair, okay. What does this pair is going to hold? This pair will hold one key and one value, okay. Now why we are saying that it is an unordered collection of data? Because there is no sequence in this, okay. We are not going to follow one particular sequence in case of dictionaries, okay. But next point you need to consider is it doesn't allow polymorphism in keys. Now what is polymorphism? When I am saying I can use the same word for different meanings, okay, that concept is known as polymorphism. When you are using same name for different purposes, okay. But here in Python, in under dictionaries, you cannot apply concept of polymorphism onto the keys, okay, which means that each key is going to be of unique value, okay. Each key is going to be of unique value. Why? Because if keys get repeated I won't be able to identify my value. This is the core concept that you need to understand, okay. Then they are saying that two keys can't be same whereas the value can be same. Two keys can never be same, okay. Let's just understand the syntax. So this is how we are going to define our values in key. We are going to have a key, then colon, and then value, okay. How this is going to work, that we will definitely look into the example, okay, through our program. Next, there is a one note I have specified. There is no restriction on the type of key or value in Python, which means I am not saying that key can only be of string type or it can only be of integer type. You can have string in your key, you can have integers in your key. Similarly, you can have string values, you can have integer values. So there is no such restriction, right? So next, just have a look that what we are going to discuss under Python dictionary. First of all, we are going to create a dictionary. Then we will try to change the values of dictionary. Then we will try to add some values into the dictionary. Then we'll try to remove the values from the dictionary. And then we try to create dictionary inside dictionary, which is known as nested dictionary. And then we'll try to do some of the basic functions related to dictionary, that is dictionary methods, okay. Now let's just understand these concepts with the help of a program. So I'm going to code for Python in Visual Studio Code Editor. So this is my Visual Studio Code Editor. First of all, I'll let you know that how you can create a dictionary in Python, okay. So let's say I'm going to give the name of my dictionary as my dictionary, okay. I'm going to give it a name, that is my dictionary is equals to, now as you have seen that we are supposed to give the pair of the dictionary inside this curly brackets, okay. So we are going to do that. So first of all, I am giving you an example in which I am taking the keys as an integer, okay. So let's say I am saying under one we have, let's say I am talking about fruits, okay. We are going to create a sequence, okay. We are going to create a sequence. Then I'll say for 2 I am going to have, let's say, veggies, okay, vegetables. And then for 3 we are going to have, let's say I'm saying about soups, okay, soups. And then 4 I'm going to have let's say we are going to have drinks. Okay, so this is my dictionary. I have created my dictionary. Now I am going to print this dictionary. I'll simply write print my dictionary. Okay, I'll save this. Now when I'll save this, I'll save this file in my one particular folder. Okay, so that is actually your choice where you want to save your file. Let's say I'm going to give this file as the name, that is dictionary only, right? dict.py, as we have already discussed that whenever you want to save the files of Python, you need to give the extension that is .py. Okay, and then I'm going to save this. Okay, we have already saved, so maybe I have pressed it 2 times. Now we need to move to that particular folder. Okay, so I was inside this folder. Okay, now I am going to run my file by writing Python and then dictionary.py. So see, it is giving me the dictionary. Okay, so this is my dictionary and it is going to give me the dictionary value, a particular value inside my dictionary. Okay, so now let's just know the type. Okay, that my dict belong to which type, so we can just use that type function that we have already been using. I'll write type of my dict. Okay, and I'll save it and I'll run it. So it will give me type dictionary. It belongs to the class dictionary. Since dictionary is a data type in Python, so whenever you are asking your interpreter that this variable belongs to which type, basically my dict is a variable. Okay, so when you are asking your interpreter that this variable belongs to which type, it will give you that it belongs to a class dictionary. Okay, so now as I have already told you that dictionary consists of keys and values. Okay, suppose let me write down one comment here, type of dictionary. Now if I want to print only the keys of dictionary, okay, I want to print keys of my dict. Okay, dictionary. So how I can do that? I have a function for that. I'll write print, okay, name of the dictionary, that is my dict, and then I'll write keys, and it is going to give me only 1 2 3 4. Okay, so see, giving me the value that is 1 2 3 4 only, instead of giving me the whole dictionary, just giving me the keys. Okay, similarly if I want to display, if I want to print the values of my dict, I don't want to print the keys. Okay, I want to print only the values. Then I have a function which is known as values. I'll write name of the dictionary dot values and save this code and then run this code. It will give you only the values. See, in dictionary underscore keys it is giving only the keys, and for the next thing it is only giving you the values. Okay, so these are the functions related to your dictionary. One more thing that we have read. Okay, I'm going to make this dictionary as comment and I'm going to create a new dictionary. Let's say I'm going to name it as my dictionary 1 is equals to. Now I'm going to tell you that we can have strings as dictionary keys as well. There is no problem. I'm going to give it a name. Let's say student name. Okay, I'm going to create a key that is student name, and under student name I'm going to give any name to my student value, that is, let's say I'm saying Mehak. Okay, then second I'm going to give the student, let's say age, and I'm going to give the value, let's say I'm going to give the value as 30. Okay, and now I'm going to print that is my dictionary 1. So what I have done, I have taken both keys and values as strings. Okay, now let's just run the above file. Okay, and oh, I need to write C also, my dict. Okay, just run this code. See, it is giving me all the things. Now if I'll run the same function, that is print my dict1 dot keys, so it is going to give me the student name and student age. Okay, let's just run this code once and let's just see it is giving me student name and student age. Okay, so this is what we are saying, that yes, there is no restriction on the type of keys or the values. You can have keys as integer values, or you can have values as integer values, and you can do the same thing for strings as well, or you can have both keys and values are of same type. There is no restriction on that, right? So next thing that we have read in the definition was that keys don't allow polymorphism concept. What does that mean? So that suppose if I try to give the same key to some another variable, let's say I'm going to give the same key, that is student name here, okay, and I'm going to give the different value here. Suppose I'm giving the value 1. Now what is going to do? It will override this previous value, because it won't allow you to assign two different values for the same name. So if you are trying to do that, it is going to overwrite one of the value, and which value it is going to retain? The latest one. Okay, let's just save this code and let's just run this code and understand. See, now it is giving you 1 instead of Mehak. It is giving you the value that is 1, the last updated value. Suppose if I'm going to write down 1 here and I'm going to write Mehak here, then it is going to retain that Mehak value instead of 1. Okay, the latest change. See, so this is how we usually say that it doesn't allow polymorphism, which means if you try to assign different values to same key, then it is going to overwrite one of the value. Which value would be overwritten? The value which you have assigned earlier. Okay, but if you want to assign same value but to the different key, then there is no problem. Let's say I'm going to give a key. Let's say I'm going to give that key as 1, and I'm going to assign a value that is let's say I'm going to assign it as A, and I'm going to give it a value 1. Now see, here I'm giving 1, here also I'm giving 1. Okay, but the key is different. So when I am going to save this and I'm going to run this, it don't create any kind of problem. It is going to give me all the values. Okay, so this is how you can create a dictionary. So in the next lesson, we are going to discuss that what are the different operations that we can perform on dictionary. Okay, till then, bye-bye.